Hello, everybody. Welcome back to KPX. It's Adam here.
And Casino.
Casino right in the other corner there. And, I mean, you can tell from the title, but I'm just going to ask, Casino, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about the new music being put out by Dance Gavin Dance.
Okay. Dance Gavin.
It's exceptionally different, weird for them. They basically don't have a clean vocalist member at this point. They've moved their guitarist into that spot. He was always the third backup vocalist.
Yeah.
But this band's got a lot of drama.
Yes.
And I think it's important to...
Iceberg.
Yeah. There is probably so much that we are not capable of covering and or do not have the time to cover on this video. So guys, look, if you're in the comments, you think we're wrong, we probably are.
Yeah.
You think we're not fleshing it out enough, we can go into that, give us suggestions. We will deep dive it, but we have to get to the actual point today. But we still will talk a little bit about DGD before we start.
Absolutely.
I think it's important to start the baseline, Adam, is what do you know about them?
Okay. So everyone, the context of this is, I know about Casino, and so I know about Casino being kind of a dance, as the title says, a former Dance Gavin Dance. We can call him, he's pretty much a fan of Dance Gavin Dance because that's how I know him, of them. He brought him up to me when we were growing up, and he was like, yo, listen to these guys, man, stuff like that. There's some problems, but, listen to them. There's some cool stuff. So I've only heard it when he was playing in the car or we were hanging out and stuff like that. And what I remember from them is their crazy, crazy titles. They had some crazy song titles, like Filing Cabinets.
It's worse than emo band, actually.
Like, I remember Filing Cabinets. I remember Meringue something.
Oh, my God. Like Filing Cabinets was a lyric.
Oh, it was a lyric. Okay.
It was a lyric hiding behind Filing Cabinets.
So, see, this is how much I know. So, you guys out there watching, you can just look at me as like, I am just the guy who was there, the neutral standing there. I don't have any hate or love for them, right? I'm just a neutral in this. And I have no, disrespect for them anyway, but I would need to have a deep dive more before I can say anything like I'm a fan or anything like that. So you can just, I'm pointing to there. Casino is the guy here. He's the former DGD fan. He's still probably DGD fan or whatever, how you want to call it. But he's going to be the
listen to the music that I was into back then.
Yes.
And I hadn't caught up with their old stuff. Maybe their newer stuff. Maybe that was a very boomer moment of me, to be quite honest, that I just let it go. But look, so some context to what I know and when I really supported DGD. I was in a band in high school, and the bassist of the band walked up to me one day and was like, dude, you got to start writing guitar lines like this. I'm really into this band. You're going to love them. And we sat down and listened to them. And look, my initial reaction, to be candid, was, why did you think I would love this? I don't get it. And he's like, look, go home, sit on it for the weekend. I think you'll come around to it.
Okay.
And he was right, to be quite honest.
So what was it at first you didn't like? What was it like?
It just all sounded out of place.
Okay.
The screaming, the singing, the screaming while really tight and cleanish. Almost overdriven, not heavily distorted, very melodic, very technical lines are happening behind it. Now, look, it's become a staple of post-hardcore, but at this point, post-hardcore hadn't fully taken off yet, so it just kind of sounded like noise, to be quite honest.
Okay, yeah.
Also, in the eras of YouTube being back then how it was, and 2005 audio quality in general, and if you were on a budget, how bad your audio quality would be. The first album literally did sound like noise at times because of bad mastering.
Like a bunch of tin cans or something. Okay.
Yeah, the noise just faded into each other. The producer didn't do a good job of separating the
clarity. Gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Exactly.
Okay. But you came around.
And also,
to it.
I think. Yeah, look, probably sounded like my band in high school, where I wanted to be in the same frequency range the bassist wanted to be into, so it just sounded like mud to whoever we were playing for at a party.
Yeah.
But look, I basically really followed them a lot at this point. Then from Downtown Battle Mountain to Happiness.
Okay.
Everyone knows Downtown Battle Mountain. You got something about a strawberry. You got, and I told them I invented Times New Roman. I'm actually just going to look at the track listing here. Lemon Meringue Tie. Right, there's a lot of really good tracks on this album.
Yeah.
A lot of really good tracks with really questionable writing.
Okay.
From a lyrical perspective, I don't know why we're hiding behind file cabinets. Is this the Cold War, or is it going to protect us from a nuclear bomb? I don't get it. But really kind of really fun music, really interesting things, really like good soundscaping. Go to Dance Gavin Dance and Happiness. Now, the shock to me was the singer that I thought I loved on Downtown Battle Mountain, Johnny Craig. We're not going to get into what makes him a character in and of itself. Sounds like he's not a great guy, whether you're talking about MacBooks or much more worse allegations than that. He is now at Emarosa, who used to be a much more hardcore screamo band, which I really liked the first album of, and liked Johnny Craig's album with. And there's this new guy, Kirk Travis, and he's on Dance Gavin Dance, the self-titled album. He's on the Happiness album.
Okay.
I think he did a great job, to be quite honest. I think he was an amazing vocalist. I think maybe where I took a break here from DGD that effectively, now that I'm looking at the dates, lasted about 15 years, is because this is probably around the time that you and I were trying to get into maybe producing electronic music.
Yeah.
And I started getting, I didn't dislike metal, but I started branching out in other things. And the newer music I was listening to tended to be in other genres. I had my core base of metal that I was listening to.
Yeah.
I had Machine Head. I had older metal that I was listening to. You know, I was up to date on Trivium at this point.
Yeah.
You know, the metalcore scene, the metal scene, everything about that. I already had the metal I was into, and what I was expanding into to try to grow as a musician was into other genres at this point.
Gotcha. EDM, hip hop at that time. Yeah,
EDM, hip hop, more progressive, like Porcupine Tree I was getting into at this point.
Okay.
You know, so I just kind of moved away from post-hardcore as a genre. Nothing against it. I heard it, and I wanted to grow and experience new things and learn new things.
Sure.
And to be honest, I didn't know much about them at this point until basically recently. They're like, oh, this guy named Tilian is leaving the band. And I was like, oh, who the hell is Tilian? Great name, by the way.
Cool name, yes.
If my mom ever watches this video, why is that not my name? So, great name. And I was like, all right, cool. Apparently this guy was the singer of the band for 10 years. Totally missed that boat.
Yeah.
What does he sound like? So then, Adam, you and I actually start listening to him.
Yeah, we did. So I have no idea. I'm like, anything I remember was from high school, basically in the car or something like that. And that means I don't remember anything. And we turned on some Tilian songs, and I mean, I'll just say it. Hey, that guy can sing.
Tilian can fucking sing.
That guy can
Dare I
sing.
say, Tilian is better than Johnny Craig at singing.
I'm not going to say anything. I believe that, but my words don't mean much. I haven't listened to all Johnny Craig albums and stuff like that. No. But from what I heard, I like Tilian's voice a lot. I like how he carries his voice. It is. Yeah. So, hey, controversial opinion number 1 here. Let's just start it off like that.
Exactly. So then I'm like, okay, well, why is Tilian leaving? This guy's really good. And, well, you rewind back a year, and in typical DGD fashion, they have a really controversial lead singer. He's done some things that we don't need to go into right now, but if true, and very well could be, and we should believe they are before we assume they're not, is just unforgivable and repugnant, for lack of a better word.
Yes.
Similar accusations made against Johnny Craig, and we should have the same take on that.
It's a little suspect now with 2 of them. So
yeah, exactly. I mean, why does this band like these guys so much?
Oh my God.
Drake's going to be the next singer anyway. So.
All right, let's get back to it. Yeah, so let's say
but back to it is, okay, well, he was really good. Sounds like last year he had to take a 3-month hiatus. He comes back. And now they're leaving for creative differences. I low-key hope it's not for creative differences, and they're just like, look, it sounds like you're a piece of shit and you're a liability, so you just need to get out.
Yeah.
Which is really sad, because the guy can fucking sing.
I mean, don't take my word for it, but damn, yeah.
I mean, all right, even if we're not comparing him to Johnny Craig, you hear the guy sing. The guy can sing.
Oh, that guy can sing. He's such a unique tone too.
Yeah. Oh. It's sad for the music that he's gone. It's probably a good. And
he's been there for 10 years. The fans are probably like, what? Like the new fans of Tilian?
Yeah, exactly. Because you got to think, for a lot of fans, and I have the opposite experience. For a lot of fans, Tilian is DGD.
Yeah.
Right. Tilian is the front man of DGD. You know, this Johnny stuff, this Kurt stuff. It is such a small piece of their history compared to Tilian at this point. and he stepdad became dad.
Yeah, that's a good way to put
it. And stepdad dad is gone. So now they have an interesting take, which is what we're going to listen to today, Adam. Which is they didn't get a new singer, despite Jonny commenting on their Instagram, "Hey yo, what's good?" or whatever he said when they announced that they let Tilian go.
Yeah,
they moved their guitarist, who's been doing third backup vocals for a while, into the clean role, and they're claiming that the transition out of Tilian was actually about wanting to be heavier and having the screamer take a more prominent part.
Well, they can say whatever they want, of course. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, hey. So they released 2 songs. They're going to go on a tour. They're going to try to reimagine their old music with this kind of setup. Let's see what it's about.
Okay, so this video it's just called Speed Demon and Straight from the Heart. Is it just one after another?
It sounds like there's a music video for Speed Demon, because I know for sure Speed Demon has a music video, and I've already read some stuff about it, which we'll talk about at the end.
Okay.
And I don't know if Straight from the Heart has a music video, or if we're just going to be listening to a song with an album cover in the background. I have no idea.
Okay. So, all right. So how about we just get into it? We'll just react to this, and then we'll start, diving into some details or whatever about that.
Let's go.
All right, everyone. This is our reaction to Speed Demon and Straight from the Heart. 3, 2, 1.
Really no intro there. They just went for it.
Yeah, they went for it.
What they're gonna do?
Whoa.
Yo, MTG.
Ooh.
Now Meet the Grams. That was it. That was the out. That was the end.
Was that it?
That was the end of the track. I'm not worried about the video. That was the end of the track. Do we want to pause and react to that song now, or do you want to do it all at the end?
I think we can talk about this, right? That was part 1, right? Like.
Yeah, that was one of 2 songs.
I'm guessing that's Speed Demon, or how do I?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's if we're following the order of the video
So,
title, sure.
all right, if we're wrong, let us know. But I'm thinking that was part 1, Speed Demon, or whatever, that kind of thing. So, all right, I have one question before we begin on that kind of stuff. Since I don't know them that well as you do, of course. So, like, is this on brand for them? This kind of music video, this kind of like vibe they're going for?
I never watched a music video by them.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm not. You'll learn throughout the channel, guys. Adam is really into music videos. He really rates them. I don't. I don't care about them.
Here we go,
I'm here
folks.
for the music. I'm here for the music.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, I knew. Anyway, so then let's not talk about the music video then. Whatever. There was a gobbler cookie monster.
No. The music video has garnered attention online though.
Okay.
So it is worth talking about. Apparently, Tilian also has a tooth gap.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, his front teeth.
And Gabi has a tooth gap, and apparently, Gabi is Tilian.
Oh, okay. So he's a clown
going in and like screwing shit up and being followed for what he breaks or something.
Okay.
And there's even a photo where like they had a press release photo or whatever, where they were all playing poker and they had chips on the table and stuff, and like he was standing at the table with his hands down, and Gabi puts his hands down on the table with Magic the Gathering like Tilian did in that picture.
Oh. All right, they're firing shots. I got you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. They're trying to start a post-hardcore beef.
All right. Sure. All right. Cool.
So
we can. If someone out there wants to do like a deep analysis of it, go ahead. I'll watch it. But.
Yep. Yeah. It's not. It's not for me. We don't know enough about DGD to go and break down that.
Yeah. Okay. So
the symbology.
Okay. So now I would ask this: you as a as a OG DGD fan, whatever we want to call you or say that kind of thing, whatever. Like, what is this music? Is it different? Is it same? Is it something evolution? Like,
there's a little bit. It's heavier for sure in terms of vocals. I think it keeps one thing true, and what I believe, and we'll probably get hate from this.
All right,
let's
go.
Is one of the greatest tools and the greatest weakness of DGD simultaneously, which is that all three. Of the string instrument players, the drummer as well. But guys, I'm not talking about the drummer here. It's not relevant to my point.
Okay.
Both guitarists and the bassists are so talented, and well, the original bassist was. Sorry, that was whatever.
Rest in peace.
So both guitarists are so talented that sometimes they want to show it too much, I believe.
Okay.
And they get lost in this Steve Vai-esque dilemma of how do I show my technical chops and how do I show what's good for the musicality of the track. And there are very good riffs. There are very good leads on this track. The pre-chorus, if there's even a chorus in the song, it all kind of blends. But the pre-chorus riff is really good. The bass riffs are really good, whoever wrote them. But sometimes in the verses, I'm just like, why? There's so much noodling going on. Okay. You can't listen to the screaming.
Up and down the fretboard all the time.
You can't listen to the singing. And you can't listen to the noodles because there's screaming and singing going on at the same time. And sometimes less is more.
Right. Even just to be less, to have some contrast with the more, right?
And this is something that like I did not know as a musician when I was really into post-hardcore, that I did not know as a musician when I was really into a lot of metal. And I started to expand and learn more and to try to learn to make better music. I learned keep it simple, stupid, right? If you have a really good idea and that really good idea is for the good of the track, put it there. If that good idea is to make noise, think, why am I doing this? And that song had a lot of moments where I just wish one of them said, why am I doing this?
Okay.
Not because each individual riff was bad, but because at times I'm just like, why is this all happening at the same time? That riff's good, but then there's this other thing, and then the drums are beating at volumes where I'm assuming they're sampled. Most drums are sampled, but Jesus Christ, they're too loud. And then the screaming and singing is also stuck in this mud too, and it's not even the mixing and mastering. It's actual too much going on.
Right. At the core is too much going on. What can engineers do anyway at that point?
Yeah.
Okay. I hear you. Okay. So this runs that then. This runs in that realm. Like.
Yeah. They used to. They were better at it historically than this track for sure.
Okay. So what would you rate it? You don't have to give it a rating if you don't need it, if it's too early or like, but like, your gut reaction? Like, is it good?
Look, this is my first listen of it.
Okay.
My first listen out of 13, 6.5 is an average, guys. A 6.5. I don't have any feelings for or against it.
Yeah.
I want to point out certain things here. Andrew's not a bad singer.
Okay.
He's not amazing. He's not going to set the world on fire.
Okay.
He's not Jonny. He's not Tilian. Yeah. Can they maybe build a sound around him? Yes. Is this an experiment in the direction of that sound? Yes. Is it failed? No. Did they hit it out of the park the first try? No.
Okay. Yeah, I just have to ask because, I mean, I'm kind of like whatever to this song, but that's just me.
I am too.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, all right, it happens.
The music we were listening to in the lead up to this video that had Tilian on it.
Yeah.
I was not whatever about it. I was actually.
No, I'm going to listen to those.
I want to listen to this. I'm an idiot for ignoring this for 15 years.
Yeah.
But I can't say I feel this way about this one on the first listen.
Correct. Yeah. Any DGD fans watching this, I'm like, hey, we're not trying to like star anything. We're like, this is like, you know.
I'm not calling it bad.
We're just
look. It could be a step in a direction that's necessary.
Yeah.
Because if this is the creative direction they want to go to, sometimes they're not going to land it on the first try.
Hey, yeah, exactly. And we still have one more part to go, straight for the heart, or the second part. So, anything else you want to say before we get into that, or let's just straight into it?
Let's go straight into it.
Okay. All right. So, everyone, we're going to continue again. This should be the part 2 of this video, I think. So.
I thought I had tinnitus for a second. Better.
Hey.
I'm building maps with creatine. Prayed up Mark Wahlberg of the scene. I'm stacking pins and songs cause it takes my pain away. I let the light flow through my bones. I'm like a tree in earthquake good. I feel my heart show up. Now the spirit is claiming I'm receiving the pain and the pain that's going to burn. I'm burning, I won't fade away. Time to shine. The seas to part. I heard their sermon and he's burning and they ain't that smart. I'll take a little rest, feeling blessed, straight from the heart. If they keep fucking around, I won't be down. You live in the ground, you don't deserve this heart. You don't deserve this. All alone in a room with the doom, sound of doom. In a room with the doom, sound of doom. You couldn't make it stop.
All right. That's basically it. Here's the credits. Okay. Okay. I'll let
Better
you
than the first
yeah.
track.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's better, but my body language is not really making me like ecstatic for it. But yeah, it's better than the
Yeah. Look. I still like classic DGD sound better.
Okay.
Now that's not the sound they're going for. They're allowed to, as musicians, move into an area that they want to move into.
Sure,
That's
of
fine.
course.
I don't love the direction they're moving into, but looking at it objectively, this is much better than the last track. So
Yeah.
I want to
Okay.
I want to look at the screaming sections
Okay.
where they have that droning on the one guitar and then the riff on the other.
Do you remember what part?
It happened pretty early into the song.
Okay. It's like
Yeah, this is so much better than the noise that was happening behind the vocals in the last song.
yeah, I feel the energy here, like well, what he's building up to, like
Yeah, I could understand him. I get the feeling of the guitars. Later, this happens again, and there's another riff from the other guitar on top of it. So much better than the last track.
Okay, yeah, I
And
agree.
then they have that classic Dance Gavin Dance clean part where it's even screamed over. It's actually really nice. I think it's after this. Just press play here. The bass, both guitars, that were so good in that part.
yeah. This is better than the first track. Like, yeah. So anyway,
Yeah,
back to
it's
it.
a lot
So-
better.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
It is a lot better than Speed Demon.
Yeah, this is a lot better. But I'm not jumping on my seat. But hey, I probably need to listen more. But I will agree with you.
I'm
if
not.
this is where they're going, I'm not going to be listening to it. I mean,
No,
obvious.
no, me either.
Yeah, like I want to make one point. I don't know if it's just my speakers or something like that, but it feels like the vocals here are very like kind of like pushed back. It feels like they're
I feel that way about the whole track a little bit, but
okay.
so there's still the element of it all blends together a little bit. It's competing a lot within the same frequencies. Now,
Okay.
I'm unfortunately giving a critique about the genre here.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So this is broader than just dance. Okay.
This is broader than Dance Gavin Dance. When you're having all these lead lines, when you're having all this noodling, when you're having this high end, high up on the neck fretboard riffing, vocals can get lost, right? There's a reason that if we look at metalcore bands like Oh Sleeper, they have this noodling, but there's a chug behind it, and it's to level the track so that the vocals still have space to breathe. If everything's competing in the same space,
Yeah. Crowded.
there's gonna be mud.
Yeah, crowded, busy, all the words you want to say. Right. This one, like when we were listening to earlier with Tilian and the other things with Johnny Craig, is like I can really distinctly hear a vocal and it's living in a specific spot. This one feels like it's just like in a wall of noise with the guitars. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's my speakers. But I didn't feel that way about the other ones. But anyway, like
Yeah.
So just want to point that out. Now that doesn't necessarily make it bad or anything. I heard this very distinctly. Like, oh, this is like very buried or part of.
Yeah, they don't have this problem in the other tracks. Well,
For the most
it's
part.
much less. It's
Okay.
much less.
Yeah, so you think for the most part,
this
yeah.
is really apparent.
Okay. All right. So it's not just me. Okay. So that kind of stuff. But besides that,
In the first album, this is there.
Oh, okay. But that's like their first. They're trying to like find their sound.
And there's also issues too, right?
Yeah, okay.
Like budget, experience,
Of course,
etc.
debut albums are always like that. Right? But everyone says, "Oh, the debut album's so raw." It's what they were. And like, oh, yeah, sure. That's a good way to say maybe.
Oh yeah, there's usually a lot of potential before the studio and the record label comes in and says this is what you need to be.
Yeah.
But the studio and the record label is also saying this is how you just sound good.
Yeah.
Now they're going to change your musicality. I agree, but they're also going to make you sound better
Right. You got to sound presentable.
from a straight tone standpoint.
Yes. Yes, some clarity is necessary. People need to hear what's going on.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. So we heard Speed Demon. We heard Straight from the Heart. So I just want to ask you for your rating overall, like on I think for Speed Straight to the Heart or something like that. Do you want to even give a rating?
Straight to the heart. You know what? If Speed Demon was a 6.5, I'll give this a 6.7. I mean,
okay.
I
So
don't.
now, okay.
This isn't like, oh my god, this really sold it to me.
Okay, you're not going to pick up.
I'm not
immediately.
saying
Yeah, okay.
I'm not saying I'll never visit new DGD music again. If this is the direction they're going and this is an experiment, I hope the continued machinations, the continued experiments get better. I hope that for them, they're a talented group. You can hear that in what they're playing. It's not a lack of talent. You can look at their discography and see it's not a lack of talent. Even take out the vocalists. There's a reason they've released instrumental albums before. It's there. This is not, oh, hey, they're dead now. Walk away. Get the shovel out. It's just, this was a miss, in my opinion.
Okay. I'm not going to give a rating, of course, but I will say that I don't care about these two songs. I'm really excited to listen to their more older stuff. Try to get into
I think you should give a rating, actually.
Should give a rating?
Just a rating that's from Adam. It doesn't need to be as somebody who ever cared about them.
Okay. All right. Then I'm just gonna be like, this is like, I don't know, like probably like a 4 or something like that. I don't think this is stuff I would listen to at all. Like, if you didn't tell me this was Dance Gavin Dance or someone that you cared about or stuff like that, I'd be like, oh, this is just one of these post-hardcore bands doing their thing. And like most interesting thing is they do these lead line stuff, but all these other post-hardcore bands I listen to and stuff like that, I'm not saying I listen to a lot of them, but like they all have the same thing. They fight for space because there's just so many things going on.
It's a genre.
Yes,
it is a core tenet of the genre.
100% correct.
Very hard balance to get right.
100% correct. So I'm just saying, if I just heard this, I'd be like, oh, it's another one of those bands, that kind of thing. If you didn't say anything, right? If you didn't say, oh, dude, that's Dance Gavin Dance, give it a second listen, I'd be like, yeah, I would have just. That's like a 4 to me. This is pretty like. This is just like music you will not remember in a few years, not even years, like a couple months or something, but. So that's my response to it, like, but so there we go. All right. So all right then, DGD fans. All right. So there's other things going on with DGD though. So so what is it? Everyone was talking about like someone else coming back, Johnny Craig, the original.
Well, everyone thought Johnny was coming back because he commented on their Instagram, but we have what Johnny thought about this as well, don't we?
Yeah, we do. So let me see where we have. We have a couple of these screenshots flowing around. Does everyone see this? This is
well, he didn't mince words.
Yeah. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm gonna move it more to the center for this, but there we go. So. Damn, that's bad. I don't even know what to say.
Remember what I was saying about some problems that DGD has in their musical composition or in the arranging and keep it simple, stupid? Johnny did just that with this diss.
Wait, which part? The keep it simple part?
Yeah, keep it simple. That's bad. I don't even know what to say. And he stopped saying things. Good job, Johnny.
Oh, dear.
I don't know if I agree that it's bad to that level, but it is hard to compare to the music that they put out with you. It is hard to compare to the music that they put out with Tilian and say, wow, I feel good about this.
Okay. I mean, that's totally fair to say. I would actually just agree with what Johnny just said, just from what I said, my ratings I gave. So, like, yeah, that was just pretty bad. So,
100%.
So, like that. So, anyway, so this is everyone. If you see on the screen, if you don't hear it, if you only can hear it, it's damn, that's bad. I don't even know what to say. Like, Johnny Craig was not mincing words at all. So, I mean,
100%. Tilian reacted to it too, though, didn't he?
Yeah. So let's get back to that. Let's see what he said. Oh, it's just straight up. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, that was one of them. There was another.
There was another
Fair play.
Another one.
Yeah, his Instagram comments.
I'm especially happy today for some reason. Ooh. Then we see on screen, tell Tilian to beg on his hands. I need to go back to DG. He's like, I'm good. Ooh. Are you still gonna be doing vocals when we were young? The GOAT. No, I'm looking forward to seeing Andrew do Mothership.
Ooh.
What's Mothership?
Mothership is one of the albums that we were listening to earlier with Tilian on it.
Oh, he's throwing shade.
Yo,
I didn't even think about that. Oh my god, if he's gonna be replacing Tilian's voice for these things.
I want
Wow.
Tilian and Johnny Craig to do a 2-vocalist post-hardcore band.
Oh.
And yeah, that's what I want.
Oh. Oh my.
I will literally invite them onto our channel.
Oh my god. Yeah, your guys are welcome if you want to do that. That is. Oh my lord, please. Okay.
Well,
yeah.
Please prove yourself innocent first.
Yeah. So of course.
If you guys are guilty of that stuff, and
no, you.
We're assuming you are right now.
Yeah, we're assuming you're guilty. Let's see how it plays out. We'll give you, that, but let's see how it plays out.
I'm assuming you're guilty.
Okay.
But if you weren't, the beef would be so good.
Yes, it would. I loved it. Yeah, it just reminds me of like when Taking Back Sunday broke apart and they did what was it?
Oh my god.
I know, that's a whole other saga.
And
if anyone doesn't know, we're huge Taking Back
the,
Sunday fans. Anyone
yeah,
so
huge TBS fans.
Yeah, sad what they became, but that's another video anyway.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, back onto Dance Gavin Dance and stuff like that. So anyway, all right. So we had some we listened to the song. We listened to we saw some of the reactions from social media. What's this about, an interview? What's this?
Yeah, so Andrew did an interview about becoming the new singer. And
okay, this is Andrew from Dance Gavin Dance. This guy.
Yeah, the guy who's doing the clean vocals now, the guy who Tilian wants to see do Mothership.
Oh, okay.
And there's 2 clips, and I'll tell you when to stop them.
Okay. So
where he talks about getting, why he took the clean vocal role, and later, artistically speaking, why they think that they do. Look, we can spend very little time here, actually, because after hearing the songs, this isn't going to have much impact.
Okay. So just tell me when to stop. So we're going to start now.
Press play.
Anybody in that conversation, and the role is
this
fairly
Andrew?
cursed, I would say.
Yeah.
I had this conversation with you last
The role of the
time
singer
where
is
I
cursed in your band. I
specifically said I never wanted that position, ever.
Yeah, you're going soon too.
That still has some truth to it. The reality is, when you get approached by these members of your band that you've built and you've helped build for the last 10 years of your life, you've invested all this time and all this devotion to, and this is happening, and they ask you specifically, they say, we don't want to work with anyone else, we want to work with you. We would like John to take on a bigger role in the group. We would want to kind of forefront John, almost like he's the lead, and write some heavier music around this, and then have you step up from your already, the position you're already performing in as a third vocalist and guitar player of the band, to continue writing guitar, continue writing songs, but also step into the clean vocal spot. And we don't really want to work with anybody else. We'd really like for you to give it a shot. And
right,
so, what do you do in that situation?
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay.
So, and that's where it comes to, right? They're framing that they want Scream to be the forefront, right? Mm-hmm. They want the screaming to be the forefront. And I'm not anti-screaming. Mm-hmm. And I'm not trying to throw shade at John here, but I always felt the screaming was the weakest parts of DGD tracks.
Okay. Just everyone out there, screaming's okay to me. I had a phase where I was more into it, and I'm not saying it's the worst thing in the world, but I still feel like it's kind of out of place sometimes, and just there just to be there. So
sometimes it's forced.
Yeah, sometimes it's just like, oh, we gotta sound crazier or harder or whatever it is. Not even harder. I don't even know what the right word is. But like I always say this, like in real life, when you're angry, you don't start going. You're
not guttural.
Guttural. Like maybe you're when you're rabid with rabies or something, but like not like that. So it doesn't feel more emotional raw to me when you're saying. I'm like right. Like where are those noises coming from if you don't have rabies or something like that? Right? You went feral. Like besides, I'm like
when you're speaking from experience.
I'm just saying, when you're screaming at a loved one or you're in that emotion, you're not just going to start gargling your voice and start going like, why are you love me? Like that kind of thing. Right. So anyway, that's
maybe you might. They'll stop fighting with you real quick.
Maybe I am just the one who never had that experience and never heard said that. But anyway, that's my experience. That's my thoughts on screaming. We don't need to go into that much. But anyway, so you thought the screaming was always the weakest part of DGD, right? Even when you were okay. Gotcha. Yeah, so you probably even think other screamo bands just did screaming so much better, like Atreyu or whatever other bands out there.
Maybe not Atreyu, but like, look, I'll bring up O Sleeper again because we talked about O Sleeper explaining how their chugging helps ground their music, right?
Yeah.
Even if it's quite boring to play for the person playing it, I'm not going to deny that. It's their screaming is good. It fits the tone of their music, and Dance Gavin Dance and post-hardcore in general have this mixed blended tone that's so different, that's so out there, but I don't know, it just doesn't land the right way with me sometimes. Like, you know, when you have, let's go back to even in the beginning, even the albums I love, you know, maybe it's also sometimes the stupidest lyrics are screamed in Dance Gavin Dance, like hiding behind file cabinets.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. It's usually a miss for me. It's usually the weakest parts of the track.
Okay, gotcha. So they want him, the screamer, to be more forefront. They asked this guy, Andrew Wells, to take on a third vocalist position. I'm guessing behind another guy, the other guy, Swan, or whatever.
John. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
Swan,
I guess he is doing
second. Yep.
Because he did vocals before, and he's not afraid.
Right,
to do
but now Andrew's the second vocalist, really.
Yeah. Yes, or something like that, whatever it is. So
because John will be the main vocalist.
My main takeaway from this clip I just saw, is that they said we want to work with people we know. Like,
yes,
yeah. So
and we don't even need to watch the second one now, because I realize he basically just says the same thing.
Okay, all right.
But I think the thing is they have a core group of 4 guys now at this point where they're like, look, we've all been together for a while. Mm-hmm. We've all dealt with the ridiculousness of some of our band members that all happen to be holding a microphone. And maybe, hopefully, none of us are like those people, because those people seem to be repugnant.
Yeah.
So maybe let's not invite another unknown entity that
right.
That we then need to turn stepdad back into dad to find out that he's really an awful human being, and then go through this all again. It probably won't last 10 years if they do it again, right? And they find another piece of shit. It didn't last 10 years with Jonny. Yeah. Even when you add the 2 times he was in the band together, it didn't last 10 years.
Yes.
So I'm assuming there's like, look, this is a people thing. We just want to work with people we know. We want these are the people we want.
Yeah.
And that's fair, right? I think that's perfectly fair.
That is.
I hope the style becomes more blended between Andrew and John, just because this is a personal opinion, I don't think John's screaming is a main vocal.
Yeah, like you wouldn't put that as the center of it all, right?
No, not for me.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I agree with you, of course, by default, just from what I said before. So, okay. So do you believe him? Because they said it's for, what was it? Creative reasons. They left Tilian.
Fuck
stuff
no.
like that. Okay.
I don't.
Even after hearing what they said here and how they spun it.
No.
Okay,
There was so much hate in those 2 videos and those 2 songs.
Yeah. Okay.
The lyrics like, you don't deserve the arts. There's so much hate in these songs. This is not a amicable creative difference split. This is fuck you and everything you are. Now look, we have to point fingers here, DGD. We have to say, you guys tolerate a lot as a band.
Yes.
Right? You brought back Jonny when he had accusations of literally stealing from people when he was allegedly already rich, as well as sexual assault allegations, sexual harassment allegations, stuff with minor allegations. Mm-hmm. And you're like, hey, let's make some music with him again. And then when you had to kick him out again because he was problematic again, oh no, consequences. Why did that happen? Right? And then last year, these accusations come out against Tilian, one of them seemingly happening in the Airbnb that you guys shared with him. Oh. As if, look, I don't want to believe you guys are this blind, right? So it wasn't news to you. And then when it happens, he takes a 3-month break to get therapy. Oh yeah, our friend just got accused of 3 sexual assaults. Therapy will fix it. Oh cool, he did the therapy. Let's invite him back. 8 months later, therapy didn't work, guys. Sorry, yeah, you're gone. What?
That is a very interesting sequence of events, to say the least. Okay, yeah, like you outright said no, I don't believe it, and yeah, that sounds kind of believable. Like
No, this was. I'm hoping for them. We don't want to be associated with this image anymore.
Okay, yeah, I'm hoping, yeah. That would make it simpler for them. I mean, they have a tumultuous history. That's a very big understatement of what their history is like. I can't imagine what it's like to be a lifelong Dance Gavin Dance fan, like just how much things they've went through.
I mean, how many times are you going to fall in love with somebody just for them to leave again, right? No, look, the band's gone through some real loss as well with the loss of their bassist, and that was sad, right?
Rest in peace, yeah.
But they've also gone through a lot of, drama and storm and poor weather on factors that they could have controlled, if we're being honest.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they could have had a say in it.
Both for the members of the band and for the fans, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, hopefully no more crazy drama like that comes out and they can stick to the music. But like,
I'm hoping that's why they want to say we don't want to work with anyone else. These people in this room, these are the people that we want to be with. This is the group.
There's trust,
we know that we are aligned on values. We know that we're aligned on music. We know that we're aligned on direction. We're all going to make a little more money now, assuming we're equally successful, because there's going to be less hands in the pot. This is what we want. And I'm hoping that's the reason. I'm hoping it works out for them. They're a talented group of individuals. Even if I don't like the direction they're going in, their talent deserves success.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I will definitely keep them in mind and stuff like that. I am actually just gonna go to their older stuff now. I'm really itching just to jump in.
Yeah.
Like I'm sorry to say for anyone who's actually liking what they're new doing what they're gonna be doing and stuff like that. I'm just saying, like, I'm so excited just to jump into Tilian and those old Jonny ones. Like, I just want to get into it now, see what's going on.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how they perform some of the old songs as well.
Oh,
so we'll keep an eye on it, because they're going to have to change it a lot. And I'm not saying that Alex can't sing. I'm just saying he's a fundamentally different singer than Tilian or Kurt or Jonny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Well, they are running it like a business. They have to handle this. They'll handle it somehow. So
yeah, 100%.
100%. Yeah. So, I mean, we can keep going on and on about Dance Gavin Dance. There's probably just chapters and chapters that we can go into. Is there anything else you want to bring up about them, or about you just want to say,
No, there's nothing else I want to bring up. But look, anyone watching this, if you think there's something we should listen to by them, if you think we got a historical piece of information wrong, if you think that what you think about these songs, if you think we're right, if you think we're wrong, if you think we're idiots who are tone deaf, and should never judge post-hardcore again, and then tell us, please.
Definitely.
We're open to listen to it. We're open to feedback. And if there's any other artists that you want us to listen to or do something on, or something that's not even music, let us know.
Let us know. We're here to talk, have an open discussion and stuff like that. And just Dance Gavin Dance is something that's been in our lives, and it felt appropriate that we would have some reaction to this and talk about it.
1,000%.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope all the Dance Gavin Dance fans out there are finding some solace in what they said here and stuff like that. I hope that they can move on from this and stuff like that. Or maybe you do hope that there is a war coming, between them all. Maybe you want the drama, right? Like stuff like that. But
hey, right? Look, everyone, as we're seeing in the rest of the music world right now, everyone loves a good drama.
Oh, everyone loves beef. Where's the beef? Yeah. So anyway, thanks everyone for watching again. This is KPX. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more stuff. Don't worry, there's more stuff coming. We just if you want to guide us on what to do next, definitely. Yeah. Our ears are to the ground. All right. See
you next time, everyone.
See you next one, everyone.